Hello, and welcome to week 6 of our NFL picks. So today, we will give you our NFL picks for today.
All right, yes, we will. And today we're going to be starting. I'm Joe C, by the way, Joe Shappett, joined here by Joey G. And today we're going to start with the Thursday night game, which is in Seattle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks, both, in my opinion, coming off of pretty head-scratching losses, with the Seahawks losing to Daniel Jones and the 49ers losing to the Arizona Cardinals with the state of the situation at the time last week. The 49ers are really, it seems like Jordan Mason has been doing fine, but it seems like there's a couple plays you watch that were definitely house calls if you really watch them close. I'm not saying Jordan Mason's been doing a pretty good job filling in, but I think the 49ers are kind of missing Christian McCaffrey because of who he is. And I think they'll miss him a little bit this game, with all due respect to Jordan Mason and his crew. So give me the Seahawks in this one. I think they get the win at home, 23-20.
I think the Seahawks get the win too. We're going Seahawks. And the next game, we got the Jaguars and Bears. Me and Joe have the Bears in this one. There's no way the Jaguars are winning, so we're going with the Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears actually winning this one pretty comfortably by a final score of 37-19. Look, Trevor Lawrence, as I predicted last week, he got his victory. That was to pretty much save the Trevor Lawrence's job currently from being benched and Doug Peterson's job being coaching for that particular period of time at the time being. But I don't see that sticking. I don't see that being sustainable. We saw what they were the previous weeks, so I think I'm going to take the Bears and the hot streak that they're currently riding. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing the New Orleans Saints, and if you ask me, I got the Saints shockingly winning this one. I know Baker Mayfield played out of his mind last game despite the Buccaneers still losing, but I think the Saints will be having, this is kind of speculation currently, but I can see a scenario where Spencer Rattler actually starts if he's the next man up, with Derek Carr now ruled out with the multi-game absence. And I think that Spencer Rattler will actually shockingly show something, and then maybe stir up a little quarterback controversy in New Orleans, because Derek Carr, before the injury the past couple weeks, has kind of been a little cold when it comes to his play. And I think the Saints shockingly get the upset in New Orleans, 25-20.
Bucks, baby. Buccaneers are winning.
All right,
no doubt about it. Bucks are winning.
What do you think the score will be?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 37-20. Give me the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay's winning.
All right, and so I want to give my apologies to Jaden Daniels. I am sorry, to not mean to pick against you last week. That was typically the toughest defense that you'll play against, or definitely up there in the Cleveland Browns. So in my opinion, I think Jaden Daniels will have an easier time playing the Ravens defense, because in my opinion, when you look at the defensive side of the football, the Browns have a better defense, with the Ravens have a better offense. I still think the Commanders are capable of doing just enough on offense to get the win this game, and I think Jaden Daniels keeps the good times rolling and gets the win 31-30 in a shootout.
I think the Ravens are getting this big win. There's no way the Commanders are winning. I'm going Ravens.
All right, next up we got the Arizona Cardinals playing the Green Bay Packers. I think the Cardinals are coming off a little bit more of an impressive win as they beat the 49ers, with the state of the way the 49ers versus the Rams look. Yeah, the Packers beat the Rams, but Jordan Love, he still did enough to get the win, don't get me wrong, and the Packers won that game, but he had a really ugly pick six, and just I don't know. I think the Cardinals are a little more loaded right now on the offensive side of the football, and I think they'll do good enough to get this win despite it being in Green Bay, 26-21.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals, too. they're going to win big time. So I'm going to go Cardinals.
All right, so next up we got the Colts playing the Titans. So this is one where I'm literally like, if I had a coin right now, I would flip it because I literally just don't know. So I don't really know how to explain my answer. This is just one of those games. So 27-20. I'm basically just throwing something at the wall and hoping it sticks, hoping for the best. But give me the Titans 27-20. I don't really have anything to say about this one. Joey, you got
The Colts, 100%. Yeah, good defense, and I think the Colts get it done.
All right, yeah. You don't even need to say your score prediction if you don't want for that one. Next, yeah, it's just one of those games. Houston Texans are playing the New England Patriots, so there's going to be some weird games this weekend, and I understand that after I give this prediction, a lot of you might not take me seriously, but with every week of the NFL, it seems like, especially coming off the strange week, it's about getting the combination right, and it seems like every week we're always bound to have at least 2 or 3 or so upsets, sometimes maybe more like 4 or 5. And I think the Patriots, with the quarterback change, it will show that they made the right decision moving on from Jacoby Brissett to Drake May, as they're planning to start Drake May in this game. And I think we'll see what Drake May is capable of for the time being. And I think the Patriots, shockingly, on their home turf, beat the Houston Texans 25-20. I know, you think I'm crazy, but there's going to be games like this, and I think this could very well happen.
Texans are going to win. No doubt about it. CJ Stroud's still rolling.
All right, who you got for a score?
30-0.
30-0. All right. Ouch. Okay. All right. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns playing the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, in week 4, were missing a couple key pieces, specifically on the offensive side of the football, as they're expected to now have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith back. They've also had a week to recover, an additional week to recover, you may add, because they're coming off that bye week, week 5, so they got the week of rest. And I don't know, Deshaun Watson's been really striking out right now, and despite that, according to head coach Kevin Stefanski at a press conference on Sunday or Monday, one of the 2 days, that they don't plan to change quarterbacks. I'm not sure if that's going to change, but that's what we know as of now. So, all the more reason to take the Philadelphia Eagles in this one in Philadelphia, and I think they get the win 33-7.
Same thing go with you. I think 33-7. I think the Eagles get it done here in a big fashion.
All right, so next up we got the Los Angeles Chargers playing the Denver Broncos. So I think Justin Herbert will play in this game. If I was a betting man, I'd say he will. I think despite the week of rest, it doesn't seem like he's entirely 100%, as he's still in the process, like he wore something over his ankle at practice recently, so that kind of tells you something right there. So if he plays, I don't think he's going to be 100%. And on top of that, this Broncos defense has looked very good as of late. Patrick Surtain is Himothy, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to be taking the Broncos in this one 33-26, and it's also in Denver.
I'm going to go with the Broncos too, because the Broncos are showing that they're really good. And to be honest, I think Denver somehow sweeps Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Broncos have a chance to sweep the Chiefs this year, because there's no way the Raiders or the Chargers are. So I think the Broncos are going to win this game, and I think they'll sweep the Chiefs. So what do you think, Joe? Do you think they're going to sweep them?
I guess we'll find out. Take it one game at a time. But yeah, I got the Broncos in this one for sure.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got the Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Las Vegas Raiders. So this is an interesting case either way. The Steelers are preparing for Justin Fields to continue rolling him out there and hoping for the best. The Raiders are still trying to figure out this whole Devontae Adams situation. Max Crosby played last game, but let me know, is this a Fields problem as of late for the Steelers? Because if it is, I'm actually thinking about as of late, I'm actually, oddly enough, considering the Raiders to get this one in Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Give me the Raiders, baby.
And I got the Raiders winning 26-23, and I think it's going to be a game-winning field goal. You said you got the Raiders. What do you think the score will be?
16-13.
All right, next up we got the Atlanta Falcons playing the Carolina Panthers. So as of late, last time I checked, the Falcons and Kirk Cousins look absolutely on fire right now. So does their defense, with Cousins throwing over 500 yards last game. And it looks like Andy Dalton, they're going to stick with him at quarterback, at least for the time being, going into this game. I think the Falcons and Kirk Cousins keep the good times rolling, and I think the Falcons win this game 30-15.
Panthers show sneakily and get a big win, upset over the Falcons. So I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
All right, and next
Let's
Next up, we got, in my opinion, one of the more exciting games of the week. This one definitely has shootout potential. I think that's what it'll end up turning into as the Detroit Lions head to Dallas to play the Cowboys. And I think the Lions will get this win. I understand the Cowboys beat the Steelers last game, but I'm not really too sold on that. I think the Lions overall, no disrespect to the Steelers or anything, but I think the Lions right now are a more stronger team, like, overall, and I think they'll show that in this game, and I think the Lions win in a shootout, as I mentioned. Let's say 37-34.
Give me the boys, baby. I'm going Cowboys. They keep it rolling.
All right, next up we got the Cincinnati Bengals playing the New York Giants. So the Bengals had another tough loss. They are now 1-4 on the season. This game is in New York. This is the Sunday night game. I think this will be one of those games where we need a reminder who Daniel Jones really is. Like, I think people coming off of the game last week where the Giants beat the Seahawks, I think that's going to cause quite a few fans to get sucked into picking the New York Giants this week. And I just, like I said, I think this is going to be a reality check for many people. And I think the Cincinnati Bengals will end up bouncing back and pulling through this time. It's not like their defense has to play Lamar Jackson. It has to play Daniel Jones, who had a lucky week last week, and I think that should be an easier test for him. At least it should be if you're Cincy, and I think the Bengals will get this win 24-19.
I'm going to go with the Giants here. I think Daniel Jones survives and gets a big victory. So I'm going to go with the Giants. They're going to crush Cincinnati.
All right, next up we got the Buffalo Bills playing the New York Jets. Buffalo Bills, in my opinion, maybe need to be investigated after Josh Allen taking a hard hit like that, bouncing his head off the turf, and then using smelling salts to bring him back into the game. They said he cleared concussion protocol and completely to go back in the game. I'm not 100% sure what was going on there. Aaron Rodgers didn't play his cleanest game last game, throwing, I believe, 3 interceptions. You might want to check that and see if
they fired the coach.
Accurate. And they also fired Robert Saleh. So,
which is a good move.
Let me ask you this: if you're Davante Adams, would that be a place that you would want to, or environment you would want to walk into currently?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, he should go to the Jets.
Well, either way, sorry, we're getting distracted here. I'm going to take the New York Jets in this one. I just think they'll get the win. They're the home team. Why not? Both teams have showed their strengths and weaknesses, but give me the Jets 27-20.
I'll go with Jets too. They get a big victory here, and they show that they're the best in the AFC East. So give me the Jets.
All right, and that's what we got for the NFL Week 6 game picks. Let us know what you guys think in person, not in the comment section, of course. You already know how we rock around here. Until next time, peace out.
See ya.